Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 510.
510.
Of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. There is a lot coming up. We're going to be talking all about this new Alice in Wonderland show at Disneyland Paris that is going to officially start in the coming week. We've got Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point, which will be debuting in June. And
that's for the Disney Cruise Line,
Yes, the Disney Cruise Line. And Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which opens on June 28th, which I am very much looking forward to. All of that. So check out MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. There's so many destinations and not enough time to get to all of it.
And you can get a no obligation quote.
Yes.
So now we're going to start here. We're going to talk about Alice and the Queen of Hearts Back to Wonderland. You could see the preview poster here. It is playing at the Walt Disney Studios, the current Walt Disney Studios anyway, at the Theater of the Stars.
Walt Disney Studios Park, which will become Disney Adventure World eventually once the World of Frozen opens. So Alice and the Queen of Hearts Back to Wonderland officially debuts May 25th. And then we'll run through September 29th.
And what you're looking at now are some photos our good friend Rony from DLP Licious got for us there. Are the ambassadors,
yes.
From Walt Disney World. From Disneyland Paris.
Not from Walt Disney World. So here we are. We're looking at this very high energy show. It runs just over a half hour, which is terrific. Theater of the Stars is, I believe the new name of the theater that used to have Lights, Motors, Action, which I first saw here at Disneyland Paris in 2002.
And of course, that show played at Disney's Hollywood Studios for many years.
So it's a really interesting show. It's very Disneyland Paris. Lots of rock type music and pop type music.
Catchy music. There's one song, the first song, it's an earworm. Oh, look at that. That is
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat makes an appearance.
And the creator of the show has said the Cheshire Cat is like a cat in that he appears whenever he wants, however he wants. So every so often you'll see the Cheshire Cat show up on the screen, but I don't believe...
Yeah, I've watched this, and I've watched other videos. I can't see him in person, so I feel he only appears on the screen.
And there are two alternative endings that's decided by the audience.
To me, this is really cool. Look at how big Alice is, giant size. You could kind of see, you just saw her hand, we're panning over, and now she's shrinking down to enter Wonderland. And
the creators had started with the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and since the original story didn't really end, that part didn't end, they came up with a new tea party where the Mad Hatter invites Alice and the Queen of Hearts. And then the Queen of Hearts is not happy that she thought should be the guest of honor on her own.
They both feel they should be the guest of honor. That's what this whole show is about, to decide who will be the guest of honor. And you know who gets to decide that in the end? We do, the audience, which is very interesting because the audience does, you never know what's going to happen in Wonderland.
And there are so many performers. You have dancers, you have BMX bikes, you have acrobats, and you have singers. There are 6 singers, including the Mad Hatter, Caterpillar, March Hare, and the White Rabbit, plus Alice. And the Queen of Hearts especially is fantastic.
Yeah, I really like the Queen of Hearts song, more of the rock song, where Alice sings like a poppy type of a song.
Right, they said it's like a K-pop sound for Alice in Wonderland.
In the golden afternoon.
Okay, that part I hate. And
it goes on a little long.
It does, that part goes on too long. They need to, if I was going to cut something, I would cut some of that. And so you also have these it's sort of like the fairy godmothers. It reminds me of when the fairy godmothers
this is still part
around.
It's part of Alice's number there with the flowers.
Mm-hmm. There's also 4 musicians, including a guitarist.
Live musicians.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of live music here. Lots of talent. And I wasn't sure if I would end up liking it or not, because it sounded very out there, and it is it's totally out there, but I think it works. For me, it works.
You know, it reminds me
and
of...
there's pyro.
In a way, it's kind of like the Disney Junior show that they have there at Disneyland Paris, where I didn't think, I'm not sure if we really need to see the show. And then we saw it, and it was completely not like I thought, and it was really good. And I believe somebody involved in that show was involved in this as well, because it has a similar vibe in some respects.
Right. And so Alice's message, because they each have a message, is believe in your dreams. And the Queen of Hearts message is believe in yourself and succeed.
Both positive messages, actually.
And all of this comes from the interview with the creator, Matteo, and I think it's Borghi.
Right. And he mentions in that interview, there's no villain in this. They both have their... Obviously, the Queen of Hearts would be a villain, but in the sense of the show, they're not really saying one of them is a villain.
And there is... I think I think the Cheshire Cat is really fun. I can't wait to see this in person, and I wish that we had been able to go ourselves for this. This was a media preview. It starts on, did I mention May 25th?
Yeah.
So this week. And I just think that guests overall are going to really enjoy it. This theater seats a number of 1,000 guests.
Many thousands. Right. Yeah, we're not quite sure. We've heard various reports. I've
heard between 3 and 5. So it's a good amount. I think it's going to be something that guests are going to really enjoy. And Walt Disney Studios is undergoing a massive amount of construction now. It's just walls everywhere. Not everything is open. A couple of shows currently are open. And
well, this will be playing all summer, 3 shows a day. And I think it ends in at the end of September, right?
Right. I had mentioned, I believe it's September 29th. I'm just looking at I have so many notes here.
Just in time to get ready for Halloween at Disneyland Paris.
Yes, September 29th, 2024. I don't know if this is going to be a seasonal show or if it's just a one-time thing. But I'm hoping we will be here well in time to be able to see this a few times.
I hope so, too. And once again, we want to thank our good friend Rony from DLP Licious for attending for us and for getting the footage that we're looking at now. And as you said, I hope that we can get there ourselves because it's a very interesting show. And I think it's something you really need to see in person.
The plan is to be there for 2 to 3 weeks, so September into October.
So next we're going to talk about our recent dining experience at Chef Art Smith's Homecomin at Disney Springs.
And we went with our friends Torsten and Dorothy from Dine DLRP, and it's not D-I-N-E, it's D-E-I-N, yes. It's German.
Right.
So check their website out.
They live in Germany. Very nice people. We hung out with them many times.
And we have not eaten at Chef Art Smith's in about 5 or 6 years,
since right before COVID, so it's been a while.
It has been. So there's a lot of new art that I don't remember seeing. We've got
2024, I guess it is.
Yes,
pretty new.
The Trevor Carlton Scrooge McDuck up there, and it was really kind of fun. Like when we were last here, there weren't too many of these dishes.
Much less plates.
Yes. So we ended up not getting alcohol. I didn't even write down what Torsten got. I
believe he got the 22-ounce jumbo squeeze.
Well,
Very
that
smart
I know,
guy.
but I remember it was sweet tea.
Oh, yes.
And then some other items.
Alcoholic concoction.
Yes. But we ended up getting unsweetened iced tea, which actually was very good. And especially
he got the
hot evening.
Sweet tea shine is what he got. Because you mentioned, he said he didn't like sweet, but then you commented on his sweet tea shine. And that's how I remember that.
And then he got the donuts and chicken. So
nothing but healthiness for all of us, except for you. You were we'll get into it. We were just showing the menu there really quick.
I mean, when you dine at Chef Art Smith's Homecomin, a lot of it is fried. Also, the chicken and donuts, the fried chicken and donuts is very well known.
And here is that sweet tea shine there.
Oh, there they are.
I was able to take a sip of that. Quite the punch to that sweet tea shine.
And I did not try it. So these are the fried pickles, which cost $16. And then there's Bee Haven fried green tomatoes with shaved ham and the remoulade sauce for $17.
All delicious, but I'll have to say, what saves it is the little salad underneath. It negates all the
fried.
All the fried badness of the rest of it is negated.
And I tried one, and I really enjoyed the fried. I have never had a fried green tomato.
Neither have I.
I thought it was very nice.
It was delicious. The fried pickle was delicious. I never would have thought.
And this is the fried chicken and Everglazed donuts for $32. And they've had that before.
I guess
and
Torsten
really,
always gets it and loves it.
Right. And I forgot to write down. I think this was a kale salad.
Yeah.
So this would be the skillet fried chicken Payar for $29, which she said is like a schnitzel.
Yeah, Dorothy said it's kind of like a schnitzel, and it reminds her of Germany. They're German, so it was kind of a traditional thing for her.
And there's not a lot on the menu that isn't fried, so I went with the char-grilled chicken.
Look at how healthy.
Which is delicious.
It really was delicious.
And then I got the vegetables, which also were very good. And instead of what they would have given me, it was some kind of salad that I wasn't interested in. I ended up asking for the mashed potatoes. And it was a fantastic meal. I actually brought a lot of the chicken home.
And speaking of chicken, this is a new item, the hot chicken sandwich with house-made chips. The sandwich was fantastic.
Buffalo-style hot sauce and a house-made barbecue chips, which you didn't eat as many of.
The chips were just okay. I think because I've had so much fried, including that whole sandwich, I had to say no. Because I knew cake was coming. We went for the hummingbird cake.
But next time, instead of chips, like if you get some mashed potatoes or something, then you can take even the whole thing home because
all
chips don't go home so
envious
easy.
Of Denise's healthy thinking.
No.
Yes,
I don't think everybody was envious, but
I was.
Mine was actually a fantastic meal. But everybody else's.
Everybody enjoyed it. I enjoyed mine very much.
This is the hummingbird cake, so I went a little more healthy for the last part of the meal. But then Jeff and I split this pineapple banana cake with cream cheese frosting, which is also very delicious, and vanilla bean ice cream. The only thing I wish we had done is split that cake in half and brought some home,
right?
Because it was a lot.
We did go for a big long walk, and I'll have to say it was a delicious meal. I am glad we were able to go back again. Next time we go, though, I think I'm going to go a little healthier. Just a little healthier.
Well, the chicken, I just thought you liked the chicken because
you've added so good. It's so flavorful.
You've added it to the salad and such.
Right. Oh, and now we're going to talk about, speaking of Disney Springs, there is a new drone show coming to Disney Springs, and that's going to be here this Friday will be the debut. And
this is called Disney Dreams at Soar, and Disney did show a preview, and I do believe they mentioned it's in France, so I figure it's the Dronesses in Bordeaux. So it begins on May 24th with 800 drones.
And we're about to see a few of the designers, and they'll be telling us a little bit more about what to look forward to in the drone show. So here they are.
Disney Dreams at Soar is a special show. We are putting into the sky drones that take the images and shapes of our Disney characters. And we're doing this on such a grand scale that it's a first for us of this size of show in the sky. What I can't wait to see is when the show opens, to turn and watch our guests watch this experience in the sky. It is truly one of a kind, and I can't wait to see the families and friends, their faces of delight as they watch our Disney characters in Disney Dreams that Soar.
What I think is so special about Disney Dreams that Soar is the amount of drones. A typical drone show that we've seen with the Disney shows has been 500. We have 800 drones. And what I think is amazing is those extra drones help create constant visuals in the sky. What I'm so excited about is that guests can experience Disney Dreams at Soar at Disney Springs. So you can visit, have some dinner, see a movie, and then watch this amazing show above Lake Buena Vista. The amount of drones really allowed us to make figures bigger than life, bigger than anything I've ever seen. The fact that we can have a Baymax figure and a Death Star that's bigger than the castle, bigger than Spaceship Earth is incredible. Really, you have to come out and see this in person. It's going to change how you imagine what a drone show could be.
And I really can't wait. I mean, it's only a few days away. We've seen some great drone shows, especially at Disneyland Paris with the Electrical Sky Parade. Amazing show.
The Disney Electrical Sky Parade, to me, is the gold standard currently on drone shows. I'm looking forward to seeing Disney Dreams at Soar. So the show, Disney is presenting characters that have a dream of flying, including Peter Pan, Baymax, the Rocketeer, there's Orange Bird, and more. We've seen Figment, yes. So the show will be just under 10 minutes, and the best place to watch will be the Disney Springs West Side Waterway. The show is every evening at 9 and 10:45, and depending on weather, if there's a storm, obviously they won't be doing it.
And this is not the first time there was a drone show at Disney Springs.
The first Disney drone show we ever saw was at Disney Springs. It was very early on, a number of years ago. And
it's a Christmas show, yeah.
This will be very, very different from that. So it'll be interesting to see, the difference between what they are presenting here. And this is free for guests.
Right.
It isn't like you have to be in a theme park to see it. Nice thing is, hopefully they'll bring more guests in to dine and shop at Disney Springs with this show. And hopefully that will happen.
So believe it or not, that is another show. We want to thank our sponsor, MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel.
Thank you to MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. Head to their website, fill out that no obligation quote. There's so much going on. You've got Disneyland Pixar Fest right now. You have, you have Fantasy Springs opening at Tokyo Disney, and just so much. We've also got, the Epcot, that center area. Communicore Hall and everything is going to be opening. You've got that Encanto show coming. So there's a lot coming to Disney parks and also
Mickey's
Disney Cruise Line.
Not So Scary tickets already on sale. We have acquired our tickets already.
And waiting for that Oogie Boogie Bash at Disneyland. And of course you can stay at the Pixar Place Hotel if you want, or Disneyland Hotel, or off-site.
So lots still going on here. Really the big thing, everybody's getting ready for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Construction is really nearing an end. It's probably totally finished, I would say, by now. I think they're just fine-tuning things, I bet.
I mean, we're going to be heading over to the Magic Kingdom tomorrow and getting some photos and video of that. And, it's really fun. And also, not just Disney, but there's also Universal Studios is about to open the DreamWorks Land, and they've got a parade coming, and a lot happening there in Epic Universe next year.
And I can't believe the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival is coming to an end already. It seems so quick. I'm sad. We need to go there. We will go there at least one more time and see our favorite topiaries and say goodbye to the festival for the year.
Well, the last few years it's been longer. It's been
into July.
Like over 4 months. And this year it's closer to what it used to be, which is about 3 months. And I thought that over 4 months was a little long, but 3 months, it's too quick. So
we're getting spoiled.
Maybe kind of mid-June or something, I think would be nice.
So thanks again for listening. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next week.
Have a great week.